Dunno. Dunno. Dun 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 dun. Guys, the SOHO RZ34 ATA intercooler 3.0 twin turbo. My name is Kevan, and welcome to another episode of Mic'd Up. This one, we're not traditionally going to go over the build because they have this on their channel. I'll put the link in the description. We just finished the nationals. They gotta hit the road, so we're gonna slap some mics on it real quick, take it for a spin, and see how it sounds. Stick with me for a little bit. All right, guys, we are in the SOHO car now. We got some fart boys outside. Let's go ahead and start this up. Well, hold on. I might need to power this on. Let me shut this door.
Real race cars.
Yeah. Shut this door. We got the channels.
Sweet air conditioning.
Sweet air conditioning, yes.
Man.
That's looking good.
Good deal.
So, snatch them up right before they leave to head back home. May not be. Ooh, that's a serious diff.
It is.
Oh,
I
wow.
can explain it to you while we're rolling down the road.
Yeah.
So even though we are in street trim on this vehicle right now with the Nismo wheels, the vehicle does have a built differential. It's got a two-way locking differential in it. It's got solid bushing, solid everything in the back end, because we do primarily. Yep. So we do primarily use this. We do primarily use this vehicle for drag racing.
True. Okay. You don't no give at all.
And avoiding collisions.
Yeah, apparently just now.
So there is a good bit of driveline noise in it, but every single one of them serves a purpose, and that's to keep it together. So
that's cool. That's a serious clunk.
It is. It is a mechanical two-way. So
yeah.
Whether you're going forwards or backwards, anytime you're on throttle, it's making noise.
Huh. That's pretty cool. Sounds rowdy. So that's a single exhaust, right?
It is a single, yes. These are our in-house custom-made fulls and the single exit exhaust.
Are they resonated?
The exhaust has a single muffler, and it does have a single bottle style resonator underneath it, and it also has our Y pipe. This Y pipe is the standard Y pipe that runs on anything from a 350Z, G35 all the way up to G37, 370Z, whatever the case may be. That same Y pipe fits this chassis as well, which is super cool.
And then ahead of that, downpipe.
The downpipe is full 3.
Okay.
We built those in house.
Nice. And it's just a straight downpipe, no resonations
Yes,
and
that
anything?
is correct.
Okay. Nice.
That is correct. So it is open from turbo all the way out the back.
Yeah. It's factory turbo?
Yeah. So one of the specialty items we do have with this vehicle is our SOHO air-to-air, which that was developed in-house. SOHO Motorsports is known for the air-to-air systems that come on still in supercharger kits, removing the water-air portion, which works well for them, but when you want to lean on the kit to get a little bit more power out of them, you want to get the air-to-air intercooler into it. So that was a pretty natural move for us to make on this vehicle. And a lot of people ask, well, the water-to-air seem to work okay. Well, yes, they do work really well. The only downside is you do have heat soak. You have all kinds of issues that will come into play with that. And it's not that it won't make the power, it's just it won't make the power consistently. After a couple pulls, it will eventually start to pull timing based on intake air temperature sensor. So the air-to-air kit on this basically does away with that. You can do 20, 30, 40 pulls in 100-degree weather and never lose a single horsepower because of IATs rising. And
it's a very mod-friendly kit because you don't really have to cut your hood. You don't have to cut the diffuser panel or anything. So it's straight bolt on.
Yep, there is some trimming that is involved on the chassis to get all the piping and everything to fit. There is a little bit of trimming on the core support, but the SOHO Motorsports crash board that we send out actually places the cruise control sensor, the laser cruise sensor, back in the exact location, so you don't even have to lose your laser cruise. So obviously tuning is required with this kit. We highly recommend SOHO tuning for this because we designed it and we know what we're doing with it.
Exactly.
You know, any competent Ecutech tuner can definitely do this, but Nick is the man when it comes to clicky magic. That's for sure.
So you guys support, well, recommend Ecutech, but I guess UpRev.
So
Is UpRev
the only
in the market
thing,
yet?
well, the only one they actually have on this is Ecutech. I don't believe UpRev has unlocked this ECU yet.
Okay.
And to be honest with you, as much as we love UpRev, even if they did, the Ecutech, the race ROM features and all the stuff these ECUs are capable of in stock platform is amazing. We pretty much use for Ecutech anything 09 up is Ecutech tuned, unless client specifically requests UpRev, at which point we can do it. But there's a lot of engine safeties and other things that are built into Ecutech. You know, there's just a lot of positives there for the general user. Plus, they have a pretty wicked traction control map that we've been utilizing on a lot of client builds.
You did hit a button and it sounded rowdy. What the hell did you do?
So that was sport mode. I was engaged in sport mode.
Okay.
With the drive line being so rough, it makes it a little bit nicer to drive around when the engine auto rev matches for you.
Okay.
So we don't use that whenever we're trying to go super fast in it. I'll turn it off before I start banging gears. But whenever you're just casually cruising around town, it makes downshifts really, really nice.
I bet, yeah.
Less of a fight, because all I have to do is just simply push the thing forward and it's right there, ready to go. No drama, no nothing. So
Nice.
but yeah, so the car does in current trim. The E content's a little bit lower than what it was tuned at, but the vehicle basically does right around 550. That's on stock turbos with the air-to-air and the full exhaust setup, plus Nick on the ones and twos on the keyboard. So
What blow-up valve?
these are Turbo Smart
Okay.
blow-up valves, which we utilize in all of our kits. So Turbo Smart does make a bolt-on upgrade for this setup. If I remember correctly, we actually mounted them directly on the intercooler. Or we may have done the mods on the Charger. I don't remember which one it is, and I know it's Turbo Smart upgrade.
And they're atmospheric.
They are recirc on this
They're
one.
okay.
I want to say they are recirculated on this one because they're actually on the turbocharger.
Okay.
So that's another common upgrade. It basically, you know, as far as performance gains goes, it releases air just a little bit faster, but it gives people the whoosh that they really love.
Yeah.
The factory pop-off valves on this thing are crazy quiet. You don't even know they're there.
Yeah, the manufacturer deletes in all the noises and stuff, make it quiet.
Yeah, and I mean, who buys a turbo car and doesn't want to hear
Right.
You know, like, so the intakes on this thing get you a little bit of that spool noise that people like. You know, the actual turbo coming online, and then the Turbo Smart valves add a little bit of noise in there as well. Stock Charger, like, there's a good bit to be desired on that, but we basically reached the point where we're out of efficiency on the turbocharger, so the next upgrade is bigger turbos, which we're exploring now. But, you know, as far as this thing being a stock turbo car, like 550 wheel horsepower in a car like this is nothing to shake a stick at. It's a gracious plenty for a street vehicle.
That's pretty cool. It pulls strong, it grips.
It does.
It grips.
Yeah, this thing's got 888Rs on it that definitely have some age on them, but these tires are pretty forgiving, and it is relatively warm outside today, so that definitely assists with that.
Definitely,
Yeah, it's a neat car to drive around. It was a lot quieter before the driveline mods as far as the interior stuff goes. It definitely sounds a lot more lively and mechanical and raw inside the car now versus that. But we did purposely build this to go down the quarter mile, and so that's what it's designed to do, and all the bits and pieces that are here that make noise are
part of it.
Yep, it's part of it. That's exactly right.
There's no slop, so no loss of horsepower.
No, none at all.
Yeah, it would be cool to have a new platform, but it's also very convenient to have.
It is, yeah. And luckily Nissan did a lot of good things about parts being able to be transferred, so that's really neat.
Yeah, that was a dirty pull. That was a dirty pull.
It feels good, right?
Yeah,
Like,
hell
it
yeah.
does, man. It's stout. This car's so much fun to drive around, and I mean, not only is it super quick and sound amazing, but it's just beautiful to look
It's very
at. I mean,
linear.
It is, yes. It
Very
is, yes.
linear.
And with some additional calibration on the stuff, Nick's been able to dial in the throttle control, so it's really just on demand. I mean, you know, it drives way better than a stock vehicle does. It's a lot more responsive. It just does a lot of things right, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, obviously Nissan's designed these vehicles with the idea of tuners in mind, so they leave some things to be desired. Fortunately, there are platforms like ours and other manufacturers that are there to ready to pick up the slack, man. Because you know, and every single bit of horsepower this thing makes, it makes that torque too. It's very much there and ready to go, and you're ready to put your foot down. So it's pretty cool.
It's very responsive. It's pretty cool.
It is, yes.
Well, so if you do research different turbos, yes, you'll have to go bigger, but I guess with new turbo technology, will you be able to keep the responsiveness?
The responsiveness, you may lose a little bit, so there's a give and a take to everything.
Right.
Once you go with a larger turbocharger, the obvious give there is that you lose a little bit of your responsiveness. Well, the upside is torque is what usually causes VHRs and VRs to come apart. So by making the charger just a little bit more lazy, and just lazy in a word, the good thing is that it keeps the torque down. You can make a lot more power up on the top end.
Right.
Right now the stock chargers fall off just a little bit at the very top of the power band, whereas a larger turbocharger will carry all the way up the red line. So where you will lose that little bit of torque, you'll gain it all back in the power band, and then some, because you'll be making an additional. Well, we've seen as much as 200 wheel horsepower over what these make now on those aftermarket turbos. So it's pretty incredible what those are capable of doing.
That's awesome. Well, man, thank you very much for this opportunity,
dude. Absolutely, man. We are happy you walked up to us and introduced us, because it's not every day we get somebody who does exquisite sound setups to mic up a vehicle and come for a ride with us. So we definitely appreciate that, man. We appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, guys, and in the comments, let's go ahead and flood the comments, hit the likes, hit the subs, talk to these guys, put in the comments. I don't know, I may go take a drive. It just depends on you. So.
And I'm Justin from SOHO. I'm one of the sales team there, and I also do some technical work, and I do work with the research and development team. So if y'all have any questions about this, you can absolutely reach out to me at justin@sohomotorsports.com, or give the shop a call. Our information is available on the website. Please don't hesitate to call if you've got questions about any of the parts in this vehicle, or if you have an older chassis, we have turbo kits for everything from 03 350Zs all the way up to 2020 370s. So whatever you got, you want to go faster and it's Nissan Infiniti, give us a call.
Links in the description. That was a goddamn mouthful. You had it down packed.
I haven't slept for 24 hours either, so we're doing pretty good, man. So really, thank you for the opportunity, man.
Well,
It was very nice to meet you.
All right, guys. Until next time, y'all take it easy.